spot's gonna do it. As I was walking in, I was able to capture a couple quick clips of the buffleheads diving down for their feeding. And I knew that as I walked in, the crunch of the snow was gonna spook them off, and sure enough, I did that. But this little alcove is somewhat protected from the wind that we're having today, and I've got a decent enough shot. So if those buffleheads and anything else that might be in the area, I know that there's Canadian geese as well as some mallards, but they're down that way, and I just need them to get pushed and float back down here. And if I can stay in this spot and be camouflaged enough, I'm thinking that they might come back into this little area and I can get a really close-up shot. I feel a little bit like a broken record at this point. Just a couple days ago, we got the biggest snowstorm that we've had all year. Brought 15 inches to where I live in the midcoast. And then over the course of the next few days, it was warmer weather, so everything was kind of melting and then kind of freezing at night, and then it was switching to rain, and there hasn't been a lick of sunshine. So everything was just cloudy, dreary, and undesirable to say the least. But I think it's just indicative of this time of year where we're truly switching over, as this wind is blowing, we're truly switching over from winter into spring, and it's just that kind of doldrum period, despite having a significant wind. It's that doldrum period of not having great color. Everything is still dreary looking, but you gotta power through. You gotta come out and still find some fun photographs and fun adventures. So that's what I'm doing today, despite the wind. I really had to stake down the blind to make sure that I'm not going to get blown away, but been lucky enough to get a few captures of the buffleheads, and they've got some beautiful iridescent coloring on their feathers. So yeah, it's a cold morning, but it's a good morning. Buffleheads. I know that they're around this bend where I'm at right now. They keep floating right up to kind of like my peripheral. So if I'm facing out towards the area that I'm hoping that they come towards. They keep dropping in right at the very edge of where I can shoot them, right through the trees here. And then it's almost like they notice me and then start floating backwards, back off behind me. So I got a couple quick shots, but I'm still hoping that they will float and come more out into the open here and maybe even get some protection right in this little spot that I'm at. But good start so far. There looks to be 4 buffleheads out here right now, and one of them's off to my left, fairly close by, and I've been able to get a few great shots of him, diving down, coming right back up. And he's staying in this one spot because there's a lot of branches that I am trying to maneuver around when I'm shooting. I guess I didn't really take that too much into consideration because I thought they would be more coming into the alcove, but not the case right now. But I'm still able to get some cool shots, and I think some of the branches are giving it a blurred effect that might play into making a good photo. I'll have to, don't quote me on that. I'll need to check it out when I get back into the studio. But for now, this is absolutely epic. Absolutely epic for a very dreary, boring, cloudy day. Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but the wind has significantly picked up. There's a lot of wind chop now on the pond here, and the buffleheads seem to have gone further out, maybe 200 yards out. If it was a very warm, peaceful day, I'd probably stick around for another few hours, but I've been out here now for about 2.5 hours, and I'm very satisfied with some of the shots that I got as my tripod is starting to move and shake around in the wind. You know, I think the moral today is just go out and shoot, because even if it's a dreary day, there's not a lot of color, although the sun seems to want to poke itself out today, it's still worth it to get out there. So I'm very satisfied and happy with some of the shots that I was able to get, but I'm getting pretty cold and I would like some lunch and maybe round 2 on some coffee. So thank you very much for watching this video today. As of right now, or as of the release of this video, I will be in Nova Scotia. So be sure to subscribe if you're not already to catch those videos. And if you are subscribed, I can't wait to share, hopefully, what I get up in the Nova Scotia region. But for now, thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.